Hello everyone. Good evening and good night, whatever it is. Decided to do a quick little live tonight. See what the SPC outlook looks like for tomorrow, and go over some of the model data too. So let me go ahead and get that put up. Again, we're looking at College of the page. Let's go to the H triple R, and we're looking at the 4Z run right now. Yeah, that's the list. And we'll look at the Oklahoma sector. Let me go ahead and show y'all. Um, see, hold on, let me fix this screen a little bit so y'all can see a little bit more. Okay, and boom. Alright, so not much has changed over the last few hours. Um, so let's look at the 0Z. So you can see coverage has the intensity coverage looks like it has increased, and we will be looking for more storms to develop. And of course, as nothing's changed that much with the profile of the atmosphere, except we have more moisture in the atmosphere, which should allow these storms to break the cap and potential, and thus we have more storm coverage. Still have some of the failure modes, depending on radar model data, so too much energy, too much shear that could cause these storms to fail. And we could even get too much storm coverage where some of these storms start to feed off each other, and it doesn't become conducive for discrete supercells. But should still see spin up tornadoes, all of that stuff. If they decide to do linear stuff, but right now still expecting long track wedge tornadoes. Hail exceeding 4 inches in softball size, and winds 75 to 80 miles per hour. Again, we're waiting the day one outlook, which is coming in about 8 minutes, hopefully. Hopefully it isn't late. Not much has changed with timing. Um, this is a National Weather Service in Norman page. So expecting earliest around 3 p.m. Then by 5 to 10 is when we'll likely see storms in western Oklahoma. And ending by about 1 a.m. in eastern Oklahoma. Let's go ahead and go to the NAM model. Um, you can see NAM has similar solutions for tomorrow. Maybe a couple of storms earlier, particularly in Texas, so I have to watch out for that. We'll go ahead and take a couple of soundings to get an idea of the atmosphere. Um, so this is a little bit earlier in the day, so it won't be the exact atmosphere, but you'll notice we have that steep lapse rate and a good wind profile with a little bit of backing in the mid layers that should correct itself as we move later on in the day. Um, Plenty of energy, which is CAPE. CAP is low, which is this SYN8, or convective inhibition. LCOs are below 1,000, I believe this is meters, could be feet. So very low to the ground. Cloud base, yeah. Plenty of sail for these storms to work with. Let's go back and get some sail values so you can see 86, Ulysses, plenty of value, plenty of CO to work with in the atmosphere. Plenty of energy, as you can see. Just continuing to monitor just going through all the latest stats, seeing if I see anything that sticks out. Um, we do Southern Oklahoma. So expecting Oklahoma and Kansas to be the brunt of it, although North Texas may be in play now as well. Again, shield profiles, wind profile looks good. GFS has a little bit more favorable wind profile. Cape 4000 jaws is plenty. Basically no cap. LCL is a little high. Gonna want those values to come down to if we are going to see tornadoes. Um, yeah, dew points are high, but not terribly high, which is what you want to see if you want to see tornadoes. Um, so it doesn't. So the bust potential is trending downward. So definitely continue to take tomorrow or today seriously now. Have a plan for tornado warnings, large hail. Know your plan. Have your storm cellar cleaned out. Place to take storm shelter wherever into a room away from windows and doors. Yada yada. North we do have a higher cloud base, but still steep lapse rates should see large hail. Again, go ahead and look back here. Still waiting on 1Z. And we'll go ahead and look in Kansas as well. Marginal severe, still a decent wind profile. A little bit more cap or convective inhibition. So a little bit tougher to get storms to form north than what the Oleo sunnings would suggesting or Oleo model data. Cape's only 1,000, so not as much energy. So hopefully that means hail sizes will trend down, but still can't rule that out. Look at this oval convective model. You can see this is the wrap model. Has convection occurring more northward than the other models at this time. So see if I can't get a sounding. Again, we're about 2.5 minutes away from when this is supposed to drop. Oftentimes high risks are delayed by a few minutes, so have to watch this out. Wrap still has a very favorable shield profile. Not much contamination, so this would be considered a accurate, potentially representation of the atmosphere. High Cape values 4,000 to 5,000 jaws, low sin or low cap, and your LCL heights are low, close to the ground. Um, Storm motion is gonna be you're gonna have your right movers and your north movers. Let's go ahead and look up in Kansas for tomorrow as well. A little bit less favorable params, so Kansas is trending downward as of the 0Z runs. Let's see what 6Z looks like. Um, so here's what the last 2-day risk was, which we showed in the video I published earlier today. A moderate risk for southern Kansas, most of western Oklahoma. Anywhere really in the risk, you had a chance of seeing long track violent tornadoes. Do you think that trend's going to continue? Damaging violent tornadoes. Still expecting gigantic hail in excess of 4 inches. And again, the northerly part of these storms will be 75 to 80 mile per hour winds. Let's see if the 6Z comes along. And when I say 60, we're talking about UTC time. So just so the entire country is on the same clock for these. So 60 is obviously 1 a.m. Alright, looks like we're a bit delayed, Don. We'll still monitor it and see what happens. As if I see anything on social media real quick. This is just a short stream, so kind of wanted to test things out. Not seeing too much chatter right now. Um, and I will mention there is a chance of everything looking too good to get storms to happen. So does that saying that everything too much of a good thing is a bad thing, and that's true with severe weather too. So keep that in mind. Um, I'll probably leave this live audio up till tomorrow, just to go over, until I can make a video. It's probably the latest information that I'll be able to put out. I do intend to make a updated video tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. Or today, I say tomorrow. Tomorrow's when I wake up. And after I make that video, I'm gonna go fuel up on caffeine, get some good food, maybe get a workout in, and then start monitoring satellites and stuff. So yeah, still waiting for this update to happen. This is a storm prediction now. Uh, so it looks like they did not go high risk. They maintained their moderate. They mean judging on social media. Yep, they maintained their moderate. Basically the same exact data as the day 2. So basically the enhanced is a little farther south. Risk is a little farther west, but if I go back to day 1, let's see. Give it a couple minutes for the servers to update. Let's see. I can't get the text right now. Does take a while for these things to update. So let's take a look at the probabilities needed to get to a high risk. 30% hatched or above for tornadoes, or a wind threat of 60% severe. That's the only categories you can get with high risks. So anything else requires a moderate. So hail, you cannot have a high risk due to hail alone. Or not due to hail. It has to be with tornado, which starts at 30% with long violent tornadoes, or 45% confidence with normal tornadoes. Wind, again, has to be very significant widespread wind. There we go. That was the day 1 outlook. So 15%, 10%, so 15% risk for most of Oklahoma at this point. Southern Kansas, most of Kansas, you have that 10% risk. Yeah. Windthreat still 45% with an expanded hatch area over northern Oklahoma. Most of eastern Kansas and western Missouri at this point is in that high risk for significant wind damage 75 to 80 miles per hour. Hail is still most of the risk area, so all of Oklahoma, most of Kansas, western parts of Missouri, you can see up to four in excess of 4 inch size hail in excess of softball size. Um, let's see what the text says. The evening's guidance has trended slower and more confined with the boundary layer moisture return, with most cams also suggesting overall in the afternoon initiation occurring along the peripheral of the moisture, so dry line. Level, so high risk potential remains evident with the ZOZ HUD indicating possible tornado outbreak scenario with long-lived, strong to violent tornadoes. Um, Most guidance suggests high-base thunderstorms will develop in the late afternoon across southwest Nebraska and northwest Kansas. Um, see if I scan this earlier. Very large hail, isolated severe wind gusts will be the primary effects during the afternoon. A strengthening low-level jet will aid in the tornado threat, substantially increasing by early evening. The most volatile environment for long-lived, intense tornadic supercells should exist over the western half of Oklahoma. Primary uncertainty precluding an upgrade is the degree of impact of earlier afternoon storms due south may have on this set with left splits and outflows. So again, we're gonna have to monitor. So basically, what that's saying is we don't know what the storms in Texas are going to do really, and how that's going to affect the storms to the north. So gonna have to monitor that closely for any outflows, any good behavior, going upscale, things like that. We'll keep an eye on it that the afternoon, but more of the story is still expecting a high, dangerous day tomorrow with violent long track tornadoes and large damaging hail. So again, SPC maintained their moderate risk for most of Oklahoma and southern Kansas. Um, Still with the potential for an upgrade tomorrow afternoon. So we'll continue to monitor that. I'll be back in the morning with an update and video. Until then, stay weather well. Make sure you have a plan for tomorrow afternoon and evening in Oklahoma and Kansas. And stay safe. Thank you for watching this stream.